Welcome in, guys, to our recap every single NFL team for the 2022 season, and we're back in the AFC East with the New York Jets. The Jets were 7-10 in the regular season. In the draft, they invested heavily on the draft, on the defense side of the ball. They got Sauce Gardner, who had a great rookie year in my opinion. I'm really excited to see what he does in the second year. They got Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Jermaine Johnson, defensive end, Bryce Hall and Sauce Gardner. I love their combination at running back and cornerback. You got Max Mitchell, you got Michael Clemson at defensive end. In passing yards, he was 15th. They need again more on the offensive side of the ball to work on. He was 15th in passing yards, 17th in points for, 17th points against. Still was 4th. Again, that great defense really helped them. I think again they kind of tailed off near the end of the season. They was going to be contenders for the playoffs. Then they kind of dropped off a bit, got into that 4th position, and then again. Robert Sola has done such a good job with this defense. He needs to work on the offense side of the ball. They're 17th in points for. So again, work on more on the offense side of the ball. Again, the passing yards. That's because they need a quarterback. And let's get into the quarterback position. This was a mess. You had Zach Wilson that started some of the games. Mike White started most of the games. Some of the second part of the season, Mike White started some of the games and looked pretty good. So there's a lot of, the quarterback position needs to be addressed in this offseason. Either you stick with Zach Wilson, which I hope they do not stick with Zach Wilson, because he's not the right guy that's going to take this Jets team to going into the playoffs. In my opinion, he's overrated. And this 2021 class of this draft class, you look at the quarterbacks. We're 2 years in. Fields, going to go into his 3rd year now. He's shown flashes of running the ball, but passing needs work on that. You look at Zach Wilson. He's not a good leader. Hides away from criticism and shit like that. He doesn't strike me as a good leader. So you need to look at quarterback. They need to look at offensive tackle, safety, inside linebacker, defensive line, another wide receiver. So for my quarterback, I'm gonna throw out a name, and I'm gonna say Anthony Richardson. I've scouted him. They've got a 13th pick in the 1st round, so they could trade up for that, and maybe they can say, oh well, we can go for a Bryce Young. If he doesn't go at 2, then you can go for Bryce Young. You can trade up, and you can give the Texans maybe your 13th spot. But if you don't get Bryce Young, then they should go for Anthony Richardson. Offensive tackle, they need to work on that offensive side of the ball. So they need to get some a Braxton Jones or go for Paris Jackson Jr., somebody like that, or Peter Gronkowski, who I did scout a couple of weeks ago. So get him. You could have him as defensive tackle. You need a safety. You need to find a safety, defensive line, maybe like a Jalen Carter. I actually did say Jalen Carter would be a good fit for this Jets team. I think it was this Jets or Giants team, and then you need wide receivers again. See what you can do. You've only got 1 first round pick, so maybe you have to trade up for that. But overall, these guys' thoughts in the comments, and peace.